Hey, everybody. Today we're talking about building that connection in the back end of your social media platform of choice, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, and how to reach out to your potential clients without sounding salesy or scammy or without people wanting to run away from you. And it's a really important thing to learn how to do because this is how you are going to grow your following and build a relationship and get potential clients on some calls with you. And that's how you can move your business forward. So check it out.
You're listening to Marketing Tips with Meliss podcast.
Welcome to Marketing Tips with Meliss podcast. And now your host, Meliss-Ep.
All right, so today we're talking about a strategy that I use in Facebook and LinkedIn. I personally don't use Instagram as of now. I have used it in the past and I may bring it back in later, but right now Facebook is my go-to and LinkedIn is my second choice. The two together work amazingly well. I highly recommend you pick one platform where your ideal target market is hanging out, master that platform, and then you can move on to another platform if and when you are ready to do so. However, if you don't want to do that and you want to stay in one platform, that is totally fine. There are billions and billions of users, and you can still have an abundance of leads and a growing business by just sticking to one platform. So you don't need to be everywhere. You just need to be one place really, really well. And what I do is a part of my power hour is reaching out to people and building relationships and making friends and, connecting with people. And when you do this, you are truly learning about other people. And when you learn about other people and you connect with them, it's just like making a friend. If you're at a big party and you walk in and you don't know anybody, you're eventually going to talk to somebody. What are the first few things that you would say when you come up to someone or when someone comes up to you? And this is easy for some people and really challenging for others, depending on if you're an introvert or an extrovert. It also depends on if you've done this a lot or not, or if you feel comfortable on social media or not. So all of these are factors. The good news is, regardless of which one of those you are or any combination of those, this is something that you can learn, and it's something that you can very easily do well after you've done it a few times. So we don't want to be creepy. We don't want to be spamming anyone. We don't want to send a friend request and then a message and then go, hey, join my group. Here's the link. Or, hey, do you want to buy my products? Here's the link. Because how many times have we gotten those things and we're just like rolling our eyes and going, oh gosh, another one of these. You have to be authentic. You have to be personable. You have to show up as a real human being and connect. So how do we do that? Well, the first thing is to connect. This is about connection. This is social media. You have to be social. So you've got to actually figure out who you're speaking to. Go to their profile, scan it, figure out what they do. What do they believe in? Who do they hang out with? Are they moms? Are they doctors? Learn about what they do. And then in the message, bring that in like, oh, that's so interesting. I saw you posted about blah, 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 blah. Or that's pretty cool that you have 3 kids. So do I, blah, 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 blah. Figure out little details about their life that you can bring up in conversation. And you can even comment on their posts. You should comment on their posts with your perspective or your encouragement. So you do a little research, you post a little bit, you start building the connection that way. Also, I want you to remember that when you are building a connection with someone, people love to talk about themselves. But you do not need to show up and talk about yourself. You need to close your mouth, open your ears, and listen. So you're going to figure out what they are, who they are, what they do, about their business, about their life, about their struggles. You are finding out about them and letting them talk. Now, I'm not saying be creepy like you're interviewing them and it's like, oh, and what about this? Check that off. And what about that? Check that off. Not at all. These are conversation starters. So if they say something, then you could respond with, oh yeah, me too. I actually did blah, 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 blah. Just like you would have a regular conversation, but you want to make it about them. When you make it about them, this takes the pressure off of the conversation. It makes you seem very genuine And that's what you want. You want to be genuine, you want to be authentic, and you want to take the pressure off of them. Want to connect about all your marketing needs and have access to all my free resources? Connect with other health and life coaches, healers, and virtual assistants that support those types of businesses. Join the fun over at magneticmarketingmastermind.com. So that's what you want to do. All right. The other thing is you want to be like a cheerleader, like the best Facebook friend that you could be to someone. So you want to support people. If someone's running a workshop, you want to post on their comments of the workshop and be like, oh my gosh, so exciting. Congratulations. Or I'd love to join. Or how did this go? Or I wish you well. I hope it goes well. Good luck. Be a cheerleader, support them. People love getting likes and comments on their pages, don't you? I love getting engagement on my stuff. It makes me feel good. There's actually a study that getting engagement on social media gives you the same endorphins and, all those hormones in your brain that get released from having sex. Not obviously doesn't feel like you're having sex when someone likes your stuff, but there is this shot of hormones that happen when somebody likes your stuff. So let's be honest, we like it. It's a good feeling. So provide that feeling for someone else. Give them a share, give them a heart, give them a like, comment on their stuff, be that cheerleader and support them in what they're doing. Another thing that you could do to build your audience and to build your relationships with your audience is, first of all, connect with your target audience. So you want to be communicating with people who are your ideal target market, people that you want to be surrounded with, people who could be part of your tribe, people that give you that excitement, that you share that passion, people that you just love to be around. And those are the people that you're going to start the connections with. Now, if somebody posts in a group that they're looking for a coach or a healer, and that's what you do, then don't just message them and send them your link. Hey, that's what I do, blah. No one wants to hear the blah part, right? It's like word vomiting. It doesn't make you feel good as the recipient. If someone sends me a link, I just roll my eyes like, oh gosh, here we go again. So comment underneath their posts. Be very friendly. If someone tagged you, first you thank that person. Thanks so much for the tag, or thanks for thinking of me. Then you contact the person who was the poster, the person who posted the comment. Hey, so-and-so, how you doing? I looked through your profile and I see you're a blah, 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 blah. And in that greeting, let them know what your next steps are and be like, I'd like to send you a personal message. Now, me personally, I do not like getting personal messages. So if I am one of the posters in a group, I'm posting about needing help in something, I specifically say no PMs because I'm in big, big groups. And it gets carried away and people, like hundreds of people are messaging me in PM. So I say no PM. So if the poster wrote no PMs, obviously don't PM them. But if they didn't, you can say, I'm going to send you a personal message, PM. And then what you do is you start asking questions. Don't just assume you're a great fit and be like, here's a link to my calendar, get on my call, or I can help you, blah. None of that. It's not that abrupt stuff. It's about building the relationship, uncovering their problem, figuring out what they need. So you have to ask questions to do that, to pull back the layers. So you say things like, what's going on right now? Tell me what the issues are. Get to know more about their situation. What are they looking for in whatever you do? Are they looking for healing? What are they looking for in a healer? What type of healing are they looking for? If they're looking for a coach, a life coach, a health coach, what are they looking for specifically? After you start opening up a conversation and you're building the relationship, then you ask permission and you say, would it be okay with you if I sent you a link to get on my calendar? Then you could pick a time that works best for you and we'll go from there. And then they may or may not book a time. Now, if they do book a time, that's where you go into your sales call. And success, you have reached out to your potential clients. Now, if they don't want to get on a sales call for whatever reason, that's okay. But I want you to remember that it sometimes takes 8 to 12 touch points before someone wants to work with you or move forward with you or even have anything to do with you. And they probably are getting a lot of other people responding. So it might take time for them to go through everybody's posts and you might fall through the cracks. So make sure you're following up. The fortune is in the follow-up. So you follow up, hey, just checking on you, wanted to see, blah, blah, blah. Follow up again. Now, if they don't go with you, that's okay. You can still add them to your world. You can still become a Facebook friend with them so they can start seeing your content, and you can still be a cheerleader on their page. You can invite them to join your Facebook group. You can give them a freebie if you have something to offer value. There are clients that have signed up for my marketing with intention, high ticket accelerator program who have been in my social media world for 5 years. It's a process. We are playing for the long game. Sales and marketing always work. It's just a matter of how long. So if you're trying to fill your calendar and talk to everyone and get everyone on a call in 5 seconds, you're not going to be successful. But if you know it's a process and you're building a relationship, and over time it may unfold it or reveal something else and come to that place where you may work together, then that's okay. And you should be willing to wait. The patience is really important. So that is what I have for you today about how to connect with your potential clients in a very strategic and seamless way. And let me point out that this is all organic, so you don't need any Facebook ads to do this. It's all about being a real human being, about making connections, about building relationships, and really listening to what other people need and not you just talking about you all the time. Okay, I hope this helps, and I'll talk to you soon.
Thanks for listening to the Marketing Tips with Meliss podcast at www.marketingtipswithmeliss.com.
Hey, coaches and healers, it's time to feel supported in your business. Head on over to our free community to get access to my best resources for free. I'm talking marketing tips, business strategy, feedback, and so much more. Join now at magneticmarketingmastermind.com. See you there.